cricket is so much famous in our this country and not just hello,
Yes, I am listening.
hello.
Yes, I am
Mm-hmm.
listening.
Why? Yes, I'm saying that why our just country is so much engrossed in cricket and not just because we know that our national games is not cricket but it's a hockey. So
Yes,
why we are not much interested and we also not aware of the rules and regulations of hockey. But since childhood, people are so much watching cricket and very less committed to watching the other games and other sports.
yes, it
Why
might be because
why there are
it
lots
might
of
be yeah,
insanity?
it might be because due to lot of hype is created about cricket. Since you were childhood, you are already exposed to
Hmm.
lot of cricket scenario, right? So you
Yes.
hear about cricket a lot of time, not about hockey, right? You will see more about cricket only. So,
Hmm.
uh, since childhood, we have been
Yes.
told that this is the great game and we must participate into this. And we have never been taught that hockey is the national game and we must involve that. Instead, we always focus on cricket.
Hmm.
So from childhood, you're bombarded with all kind of cricket stuff. So eventually,
Hmm.
when you will be young and in the further age, you will be definitely attracting cricket only into your life. So we are now not locating our national game, but we are just uh, looking what is hype, what people love, right? Not about national,
Hmm.
not thinking about national game. So that,
Hmm.
that might be the reason I think cricket. Yeah, so let's talk about
But see,
sports. You can ask anything regarding to sports. Let's make sports
yes,
this the
yes.
topic.
Okay, we should just jump in towards cricket right now that this because as it has been already so much highlighted. So
Yes,
why we are so much emphasizing towards cricket? Because see, like everybody has a different kind of the what should we say expertise, right?
yes, yes,
Some people can just play cricket effortlessly, some people play just hockey effortlessly, some can do something other else, right? In
yes,
terms of sports, but we can see that like lots of the advertisements happens in our day-to-day life, and there are lots of the exposed to our social media as well as societies, like lots of children who just made a group, a squad, who are just going field to just play a cricket match,
yes,
right? But we are rare to see that like the people are just having hockey sticks and just going for a play. We never, it is very very much rare, I think. Like no people have that kind of a habit of just playing hockey.
yes.
Even I don't know aware of that how to play hockey. Even there are the people who are just very less concerned about like how many players we have in the hockey team.
Yes. Right. People don't know
So
the rules also about hockey.
Mhm. Do you think that since the cricket comes and cricket made everything completely, what should I say, completely subside, like in terms of the popularity in the world?
Yes, it is. Like for example, if you take US, then you when you will shift to
Hmm.
US and from that point of time, basketball is popular, NBA, right? Like Michael Jordan
Hmm.
and all that stuff is popular. But we don't know.
Hmm.
But I think I am not aware about the national game of that particular US or something. But so
Hmm.
what I'm trying to say is here people are making difference of what game they are into, what game they are loving.
Hmm.
So now in India we love cricket and there in US, right? They love this NBA. That is Michael Jordan, basketball, that kind of thing.
Hmm.
And some
Yes.
people do favor baseball also. So same goes for here also in
Hmm.
India. Some games are very much popular. And they're popular, and so they've created some kind of hype. And so we forget about any national games. We also don't know the rules about most of the games, right? However, people do
Hmm.
support when there is a movie created across sports, like Mary Com,
Hmm.
or what you can say, different kind of
Hmm.
sports related movies, right? We
Hmm.
are though
Hmm.
we have a hype about cricket, but we definitely support those sports movie which are into different games. Might be Chak De India like
Hmm.
hockey, and so that kind of
Like
stuff.
creeping.
Sorry.
some games are creeping, like not
Yes,
popular.
yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
But on
So
the
I
other,
think that we couldn't. I think we couldn't do from our side anything. We couldn't
yes, we
change our
can't do.
mind.
No, no, we can't do. And
Yes.
there are a lot of
Like.
factors that is there are a lot of factors that is responsible. You can see media also.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the IPL,
Mm-hmm.
right? IPL, what they are doing, they are creating hype about cricket, right? They are
Yes.
creating a kind of show, so people will be definitely
Mm-hmm.
interested to watch that.
Mm-hmm.
So lot of factors are the news, media, politics, all this adds up to what we know why cricket is popular in India as compared to that of other games.
Yes, right.
But when we see the bigger picture, we see that other movies like Dangal, right, which focuses
Mm-hmm.
on
Mm-hmm.
wrestling, right? So people do appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
People also give importance to that. That
But
that's
see
what.
one thing, like if people are just watching wrestling kind of the things or just watching Dangal and got inspired, definitely they won't just go and just completely dive towards like playing wrestling, because it is a game that which needs a heavy guts. Like you have to be nude, half nude, right?
Yes,
So you couldn't just allow yourself, because it will just comes as a like you'll be just face kind of the criticism from your just parents, from your just family and society. You couldn't just allow yourself to be half nude in front of the like public.
yes.
So that could be also a major factor.
Yeah, and we have never contributed like other games like kabaddi also, right? We I've never seen till now that importance are being given to these games. Anyhow, I've never seen a kabaddi competition or people just taking part into this kabaddi and all that stuff.
Hmm.
So
But according to me, sorry for accused you, but according to me, cricket is a very simple game. See, what do you need to just play for this game? You need just only a three sticks, and then we just would have the kind of the bat and a ball and nothing else, and we need a just large amount of the field, and we have the majority of the players should be needed, like 22 players for the both team, right?
yes,
So we can see also that like the lot of the situation comes some are, there are the lots of the involvement is needed for to just play a good cricket. Like there should be a good bowler, there should be a good batsman, there should be a good keeper as well.
yes,
But in terms of the hockey, it is completely gibberish, like looks like so confusing, like what particular person are doing that, because the involvement seems to be like not individual, right?
yes,
Like it looks like something like unpictured,
yes,
and we don't take that much of the interest. But because as I'm the cricket buff, so I would say that yes, definitely I'll just completely indulge in cricket a lot since my just birth. And yes, that I really just feel like just watching, like if there is hockey world cup is going on, and in between that there is cricket world cups comes and just going on, definitely cricket world cup will just affect the hockey world cup in terms of like watching views by the people.
yes, yes,
So that is also that, because cricket is so much crucial game, because when it comes to cricket, like it seems like the heavy effort from the each individuals in the team, right? And yes, that in a within a microsecond the game seems to be completely changed and goes to the opposition party, right?
yes.
So I think there is a hype as well as it is hair rising match. We are just witnesser for lots of the matches, like India
Yeah.
Pakistan, and lots of the matches are going on.
Yeah, so if you're talking about this particular, what you can say, sports, why don't you focus on
Mhm.
football? What are your views on football? Why football is not popular in our country?
See one thing,
Yes,
like football is a game like, so we since our just birth or since we are just growing up, we are never used to see this kind of sports in front of our eyes, right?
yes,
Though that one thing is a reason that we never been involved in the football match, that's why we never been just taken interest towards this sports. So that
yes,
could be the case that like we are not completely interested in the football match compared to the cricket match. because if you don't play you doesn't feel like lively, right? If you're just playing cricket, then you just feel like that you have just contributed for this game a lot, because you are just because you are completely perfect for this particular game, right? Not for every games. So
Yes.
in terms of football, I couldn't just play football, so I should just hate him.
Yeah, and what about chess and all those things? What are your views on chess and other sports like chess game?
Sorry for that. I I don't know how to play.
Okay. But have you heard the name about Vishwanath
Uh,
Anand and all the other great
yes,
minds?
definitely,
Definitely.
definitely. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes. Actually, mostly the best chess player just comes from Tamil Nadu. Like we have R. Pragyananda, he is only just for 12 to 13 years age, and he could just beat the one of the world's most biggest chess player who just live in Russia.
Yeah.
So
Right.
yes, because I don't know chess, that's why that I'm not interested to know this about chess. Like if people are just what should I say? We One thing is more like I also loved the cricket match. Because of that, I always used to listen to the commentary a lot from the great people like Harsha Bhogle, and we had just Ravi Shastri, and lots of the persons were there. So I used to listen to them and just had to just copy the same pronunciation as they made. So this was
Yeah. So
also the
now,
case.
yeah. So now
I
you are
just
able to see the screen of
Mhm.
mine. So this is a chess board. So let me teach how to play
Mhm.
chess. So I'm playing versus computer. So this will be my first step.
Mhm.
This is again my first step. In the meantime, you can continue your work, and we will be doing. I will be playing this chess.
Mhm.
Actually, I'm a chess player. I'm not a master, but
Wow.
I'm a good. I'm intermediate. I know the stuff,
Mhm.
but it requires practice.
Mhm.
Everything requires practice. For example, in cricket also you require practice. You
Yes.
can't become a Sachin Tendulkar in just one thing, right? Hey, for a skill
Overnight.
to master, right, you must have at least
Mm.
10,000 hours of experience, right? Then only you can
Mm.
master anything. Same goes for each and everything.
Mhm.
That's so this chess is also nothing. You can easily learn this stuff. So
Mhm.
as you can see now, we are just into crushing each other's side, right? Beating every
Mm.
now and then just moving ahead and progressing to just kill this king. The end game is to just defeat this king anyhow.
Mm.
So same goes in life also, right? We always have a chance to do
Want
something and prove something.
want to occupy the other seats.
Yes. But I think that we must never lose the hope. I mean, that you can't say
Definitely.
anything. I mean, anything can happen in life. Like you must
Even
always,
miracles happens.
yes, you must always try, right? For example, Wasim Akram was having
Mhm.
diabetes, right? But still, he was a player, right?
Mm. Right. So, in terms of you, that when I will just go with the questions with you, like what cricket, what match, what sports you are specializing, what were you what were your childhood practice in terms of sports?
In terms of
What kind of
sport,
game you
yeah,
used to like?
yeah. Let me share my story. I used to be a fast bowler like Wasim Akram when I was
Mm-hmm.
into this game cricket, and we used to
Mm-hmm.
play on a huge ground, right? Every 4:30
Mm-hmm.
p.m. we just need to gather, and we will just collect money to
Mm-hmm.
get a tennis ball or some kind of ball, and we gather money, we gather
Yes.
funds so that we can take out the what you can say
Mm-hmm.
all
We
the
can
accessories.
fulfill the requirement of.
Yeah, all the
Mm-hmm.
accessories, as well as it will help us to just get a cup also for the winning team, right? And so we used to gather at,
Mm-hmm.
whether it is summer, winter, any damn season, we used to gather at 4:30 sharp. And then we just used to play every now and then. I have spent a lot of time on the ground. There is a Vinay ground here
Mm-hmm.
at our place, and it is a huge ground. A lot of people are just gathered with bikes and all the other stuff. This I am talking when I was in the college,
Mm-hmm.
but it before also I used to play. But
Mm-hmm.
after completing this graduation, I left this practice, and we never gathered more right into that stuff because there are a lot of other issues that been going on. But I'm just talking about that we used to play a lot, and I used to be a bowler. And when it comes to football, I used to be attacker. I used to be on the attacking side. I also played a lot of football, right?
Mhm.
We used to practice a lot, right? And
Mhm.
there was one of the friend of mine whose name was Aftab, and we just used to call him Zinedine Zidane because he was a great striker. He was a
Mhm.
great attacker, right? And whenever he's on the field,
Mhm.
no one can beat him. He's a master, right? And he practiced a lot. He has a
In terms
power
of
in him.
ball, in terms of throwing ball.
No, in terms of making goal, attacking, right? So he
Okay.
has practiced a lot. He has a power in his legs, right? And he used to eat like
Mhm.
anything and have a lot of food, a lot of chicken, a lot of non-veg, and he used to gather a lot of stamina, and then
Mhm.
he used that stamina to just
Mhm.
practice each and every day, and then he become a
In the
great
game.
attacker. Yeah, the same way it goes for you can say athlete also, right? Athletes also take good diet, right? They have different kind of what you
Mhm.
can say physiotherapies or physical doctors or consultants which help them to gain that optimum health. They will be able to use that in just making the difference in the game, right? Yeah, so he was a specialist. He was, I mean, no one can beat him when he was in the attacking side. He has a power
Mhm.
that he can definitely make a goal, right? And we were there on the supporting sides
Mhm.
so that he will be able to pass us, then we can make a difference. So that way we used to play a lot. And I was involved into sports a lot of times, and it was a really a great experience. Yeah, and how
Mhm.
about you? Have
Okay.
you been playing some day, or what is your experience?
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, I used to remember, and it was nostalgic. It is nostalgic. Like when I used to be in the 10th classes, 9th classes, like
Yes,
the teacher used to came to our just home and teach us, right? So I always used to do lots of the causes so that I could just keep the classes and just go for the matches. And the matches were regarding like you have to share the money so that the matches will be played. Like the people assumptions are if you put your just money. Hello.
yes, I'm listening. Yes,
Yes, if you put your just money for the matches, right? Then it means that the seriousness comes. Otherwise, people just take it as lightly. So
yeah.
we
Same
just
for
put the restriction
yeah,
by.
same goes for courses and lesson also, right? And teachings also. Yeah, if you're
Yes.
offering something for free, people will never value it, and people will just run.
Mm,
They will take things for granted. But unless they have made some
yes.
payment like 25 minimum, 25 rupees, 50 rupees, 100 rupees, then they will value that they've just input some kind of money into it. Yeah, so it is very
Definitely.
good. Yeah.
Yes. That's right. I Hello.
Yes, I'm listening. Go ahead.
I used to take a lot of interest while playing the cricket. Like I used to be the best man. So I
Okay.
used to play like all direction shots. So whenever the ball comes,
Yes.
then I just feel like I just try to just make them hallucinate by just batting. I showed the direction. I always used to show the direction of my just bat towards the ball, right? But seems like that whenever I just shift my just another direction, I just put the ball forward to behind the keeper. Then they just felt like that. Oh my God, what kind of shot that had he had? Like like you must be aware of the what should I say? We have the
Helicopter
like
shot.
Maxwell, right?
Or you are
We have the
saying
Maxwell
about
who
that,
used.
or you are saying about it
Mhm.
playing from backside, right? Behind the keeper.
Yes,
That kind of
backside. Like yes, definitely.
yes.
So this is how that my styles of batting were. So people were just amazing. Like they were unsure that what kind of shot I'm just gonna play.
Yes.
So I used to create an uncertainty. You must be aware of the AB de Villiers Maxwell, who used to play a very complicated shots. So
Yes.
he doesn't play the shots like simply like putting themselves behind besides the what should I say back stump.
Yeah, the other thing can't predict what will be your move.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, what will be your mood? Definitely.
Yes.
So I used to take a lot of enjoyment in my life. I'm just craving right now. I don't.
Yeah,
Just the
I
life
have
was.
another skill also. I have another skill also. Like, I used to have I used to spin a lot also. Spin a ball a lot. So
Mm,
people will definitely
mm,
ask me whenever there is some chance of taking a wicket. They will ask me that okay, you can do this kind of stuff. You can be a fast bowler, left arm, as well as you can just do a tricky thing and spin the ball and take a wicket. So I was famous
mhm,
about that, and just
mhm.
friends used to approach me whenever there is a chance of anything, any what you can say wicket. Then they will definitely approach me. That this is,
It's just a
I mean, I
finger
can provide.
practice.
Yeah, I mean, I can provide a breakthrough easily. So that was my case.
Mm,
It was
wow,
kind of fun. I mean.
great, definitely.
And then we used to play other game also. Like I don't know what it is called, but we just used to gather a lot of stones one by one, and then
Mhm,
we need to
mhm,
prepare some kind of ball, right, of cloth or something, so that it will not hurt anyone. And then we need to
mhm.
hit that, what you can say, this stones, and
Yes,
then we
yes,
need to
yes, yes.
throw that. And if other person get I mean, if other person is hurt from that ball, he is out. That kind of stuff was there. I don't know the name of the game, but in Hindi or English it might call Sattori, that kind of stuff. So we used to play a lot.
Mm.
So these were some childhood games. We had a great experience.
Yes, yes, we used to play
And
like a gilly
sometimes we,
danda.
yeah, that stuff also, yes, that stuff also I remember.
I really feel like so lively. Like I used to take a lot of interest towards this game and compares to the cricket even. Like
Yes, yes,
I was also in the master of that particular game. So the people used to come or approach us like playing game. I just felt like yes, we should embrace this. I used to play
yes,
like long and hard all day.
yes. I mean, there is
Now the
another.
time has been
I
completely
don't
changed.
know what this game is called, but it is like gilli danda only. Like we just pitch the ball right
Mhm.
into some flat surface, and then with a stick we used to kick that ball, and the ball
Hit
goes
the
to
ball.
certain distance,
Yes.
and then we measure the number of
Mm-hmm.
sticks. So if it is 47, then 47 is
Mm-hmm.
my score. Then the other person needs to hit far more so that he will be able to win. That kind of stuff. I don't remember that
Mm-hmm.
game what is called, but we used to play a lot that also.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Right, right. So I think whatever talk we are just making right now, it is a realization of our just life, like where we were and where we are now right now.
Yes,
So we
yes.
couldn't just achieve even if that we want it.
Yes, sometimes things doesn't go what you wish like, but but still
Mm-hmm.
you have to make effort. You can't just quit the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like this
Yes.
computer is not quitting the game. Though he is about to just
Mm-hmm.
give up, but he is not giving up. You can see this example itself.
But right now, peoples are and the students are so much obsessed about the indoor games. Like only they're concentrating on the phones. Like phones mean that they are just involved in PUBG, Free Fire, and lots of the different games comes, which makes them entertained like more than like the outside games. And people
Yes,
are thinking, no, we should just go outside, like as there is sunbasking, like lots of the sunlight, and we should just avoid these kind of things unless or others that we should just lie on the bed and just playing the games, enjoying the foodstuffs surrounds
yes,
me. So this is how
yes.
that people are thinking
People
right
are
now.
just seizing them inside the home place. They don't want to
Hmm.
go out. They're just peeping into mobile
Yes,
each and every day.
and
They're
yes,
just
and
not
people
taking
are
part in extracurricular activities or fitness or that kind of.
mhm. And people are completely lessen their, what should I say, involvement towards interacting with the friends, right?
Yes, people are not
So,
interacting. I mean, their communication has become very much less nowadays.
hmm, right. I think we should push the people and let them know that we are just conducting a meet, so he should join.
No, actually, Vipin is not there in our group. You might be aware. He is not present actually. In that real
It
people
means that
group,
he
in the real people group, Vipin is not present.
not present means we haven't involved him in the group.
No means you only told that just involve only like-minded people.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
that's why. Else I can
But I,
invite. It's not a major issue for me.
yeah, definitely.
But
I
actually,
don't know. Mhm.
the problem is he's not taking part. That's the major thing.
Mm. He is
Right.
aware. We know that.
Yes. So if someone is taking part, then we will definitely in involve him, and we will be also feeling happy that this
Mm.
person is there and is doing that stuff, and we are just together. That kind of thing.
Yes, right, right. Actually, yeah. Are you aware of my just subscriber or my video that I released a couple of the videos recent
No,
days?
I have not. I have not just looked to your channel. Let me just check what is going on. I have not just.
Okay. Mm.
I've been. I mean, lately I have not seen anything. I have not just visited. So what is it? You can just speak.
Okay.
In the meantime, I will just look what you're trying to say.
Okay. Now you can just interact with my channel.
No, no, I'm just asking, are you having some kind of problem in your channel or is it?
No, 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 no. Not not having any kind of problems.
Yeah, so it is 157 subscribers and 60 videos. So guys, if you want to learn more, then you can visit our friend channel English Devotees Vikram. He will help you to master English with his vocabulary and all the other stuff. You can see a lot of information here. Please go through his channel and you can just hit the subscribe button. Yeah, so what you are trying to explain me? Have you, I mean, you were talking about shorts.
No, no. Actually, the thing is that I just made around around more than 10 shots. Like before I just coming to this particular place, right before the job.
Yes,
So I
yes.
already just preserve them just in my just in my just gallery for a long term. Like what
Yes.
if that I'll be just outside from the home and I won't be able to just make. So I should be just putting those videos, those short videos one by one. Like if I just put this video today, then after that I'll just look for the second video then after 4 to 5 days, because it will be just continue the parameters of the as if that I'm not released the any kind of video or just put it just completely stop. Definitely people will be not updated. I like I'm just completely went to some kind of the things, like I won't be producing well, right, enough, right?
Yeah, but you can
So I
do
need
one
to.
thing. You can just create a post here in community, right? If you're posting regularly, if you're here posting this post, then people will come to know that you are active, right, in one form. If they are not
Hmm.
receiving your content, then because you are having good audience, 157 subscribers, so people will be waiting why you're not there.
Hmm.
What is the issue? So you can just give them update with your community tab.
Hmm. Right. Yes. No, I can consider like making a more and more subscribers not that much easy, like gaining
See,
subscriber.
nothing is easy, but you need to go in. You
But I think,
dive in.
but I think that, but to be honest, from my side, that I never been so much engrossed in or just pressurizing the people is to subscribe my channel, right? I never done any kind of effort, but like most of the people who do that,
Yeah, you are right, but
who
on the
just
other end, you need to,
travels.
yeah, on the other end, you need to go for titles also, keyword title. Like there is a hack. If you go to TubeBuddy, then there is a keyword explorer. In that, you need to put that keyword which you are targeting, right? And they will suggest a score. For example, in
Mm,
today's video, we are talking about sports, right? So let's look for the
mm,
sports. So what is cricket is the number one sport. Let us just look what it gives,
mm,
right? So let me just check. So it will give you the idea. See, it is 100 out of 100. So this keyword will
Hmm.
definitely rank on our channel, right? But we don't want this because it is a generalized thing. We want something regarding
Hmm.
sports so that everything can uh, we can just have a catchy title
बात है
about sports only, not a one
बात कर
particular
रहे
game,
हैं
right? So in that way, we will be attracting
hmm
more people and we will be ranking on that particular keyword. So this tool is very much important, and you can just get an idea, right? Which your keyword is ranking. For example, this is 100 out of 100. So my video will go into search results 100%. I guarantee. So that kind of stuff you need to
okay.
work on your videos so that your videos will be ranked.
Actually, when I was aware of that, I need to look for the keywords, and I did it like a couple of the times, and then I just felt like that and just put it the way that it showed me a suggestion. I just put it in the keyword as a keyword, but I and after that I just felt like that no, I didn't get any kind of benefit from that. Then after that I just discontinued for myself. No, I should just take it.
Yeah, it happens, right? On the playground also sometimes
Yeah,
you won't
definitely.
score runs, right? There
Hmm.
are problems.
Hmm.
But you need to stick around,
Hmm.
right? Don't lose
Hmm.
hope.
Yes. Yes, right.
Actually, people are not getting involved into brain games also. Like just I just showed you the chess,
Mm-hmm.
that kind of game also people are not like solving Sudoku puzzles, that kind of stuff. Solving Rubik cube.
Mm-hmm.
That will help them for brain development, for psychology, for mental health, but they are focused on more on that. They want to spend time on these activities like scrolling social media, wasting time. That is also a huge impact when it comes to games. And on the other end, games do help people for brain activities, especially if you're just on gaming side, like racing games and all that. They will help you to become more competitive in
Mm-hmm.
your life. They will help you to gain some skills, right? So games online also as well as offline also are very much useful for our brain, mental health.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you're just playing
Right.
cricket, you're also getting leadership qualities and all the other stuff.
Mm-hmm. You're right. Yes. Okay, Huzifa, we will just meet tomorrow at
Yeah,
the same
sure.
time.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Like we are already crossing the time.
No, no, it's not closing. It's still 4 minutes left.
Yes, not crossing. We are just around the time.
Yeah.
Though that we could just initiate for 2 minutes or 3 minutes talk, and after that we should just look for conclusion.
Yeah, definitely. So in short,
Okay.
we must say, in short, we must sum up like people must go outside and play the sports, right? Sports is very much useful. It will
Mm-hmm.
help you in many ways,
Definitely.
physical, mental, right?
See one thing, why we should just consider sports outside sports, not just playing inside. Like most of the people just plays around the rooms. So
Yes,
that shouldn't be considered as sports. But we should just give a lots of involvement of ourselves outside the field, right? So when we just go on the field, we just interact with a lot of the person. Could be a strangers, could be non-strangers as well.
yes,
So somewhere that we are reciprocating our thought as well. So whenever we just meet the person, we just share our just thought, what happened yesterday, what happened today, what will
yes,
just happen tomorrow. So
yes,
this is
yes,
how that we reciprocate our thought.
yes, right.
So
100% correct. And
definitely.
you will develop as a human also when you are
Yes.
involving into some kind of
We,
sport. Your
yes, we
confidence
talk
will
about the
increase, your
humorous
energy level will
things.
is increase. For example, let me tell you one
Mm-hmm.
important story. When a bowler bowls, right, and when
Mm-hmm.
he takes the wicket, right, he's into this. His
Mm-hmm.
hands is up and he's standing. Now, when he's doing that stuff,
Mm-hmm.
he's into power pose. This is the power pose, right? He just
Mm-hmm.
opening wide hands and then standing. Oh yes, I have done it. So that
See one thing.
this is a power pose
Yes.
and it gives immense confidence to him, right? So
Mm-hmm.
there are a lot of
See
stuff.
one thing.
Yeah.
Like whenever we indulge in the games, like while just playing on the like as a video games on the phone, then we just whenever we just look for the remarkable. Whenever we just do a remarkable kind of jobs, like just done some kind of a level,
Yes,
we might not just get a kind of appreciation from the phone, right? As we know
yes,
that this is technology. So
yes,
he doesn't just shout out like, Vikram, you have just won this level, so you'll be just getting this reward. But
yes,
whenever we just involve ourselves in the crowd, definitely when you just make remarkable or just something unparalleled performance, definitely people just appreciate you, make it just clap for you. I will sort you, and will just also just merry making with you as well. So you'll just feel like completely boost with energy.
yes, right,
So I will be just more approach to the games as well.
yes,
And right now, just people are just becoming completely introverts. I see that people are completely disconnect their interactions with the person, with the
yes,
current world. So that is why they are just living in themselves, and even they are just not sharing the any kind of the related things to their parents even, right? So that is the
yes,
case that that is the case people are just going to the depression and
yes,
frustration as well.
right, right, you're right.
So I just request you to everyone, please do approach to your parents, do approach
Yes,
to your just close friends, do approach to your just relatives. So whenever you just need something, you shouldn't just you should have the advice to the older or just elder person, because they have just experienced or just go through the lifestyle that you had, right?
yes,
So they will suggest you well. And just if some parents might scold you in between the study or in between like this, when you just do some major mistakes, then definitely doesn't just take their just word as for granted, right? So you
yes,
should just become well rather than just put yourself completely down.
yes, right. Okay, so our time is
Okay.
ending. Just yeah, talk to you tomorrow. That's it.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, definitely we'll just meet tomorrow.
yeah.
Bye.
Thanks. Yeah,
Good
bye.
night.
Yeah.